my name is Sina Anemone and today I welcome you to my stream. And yes, Phoenix Wright once again with a turnabout with your boy. Definitely not my favorite, but maybe we can finally finish it. Day 3 investigation, yes. Here we go. We're just gonna jump in right away. February 24th. This is time. 3:12 p.m. Wright and Co. Law Office. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said. Oh, I don't know what your sister said anymore, just saying. Ah, thank you for the flashback. Drastic crimes requires drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. Alright, like they did some shady stuff, if I remember correctly. Like she fabricated evidence, I think, so that they could get that one person who definitely did something bad, but is maybe not the actual, like, murderer of all the cases, as far as I understand. There was something, I forgot it again. Oh, I'm scared. Drinking my tea is probably still hot. I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dark killings. Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings, but me. Lana wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. It's why she used what happened to me. What do you mean? What happened to you? It's all there in the files. Joe Dark's last victim was prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence. But what do you have to do with those killings, Emma? On the night Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me. Oof, this girl's traumatized. What? He tried to kill you? Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me. So that means you... Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial. I didn't see that one coming. I did, because I actually read the shit. I knew that. And I think we actually had to read it during the trial last time as well. So, you should know that. Let's talk. SL9 incident. It happened 2 years ago. I was right about this time of year 2. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day. Unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. I hope the audio's alright. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office. It doesn't seem like they use the right audio track right now. Joe Dark. It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up. Jake Marshall's brother. Joe Dark tried to take me hostage. But before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then... What happened? I'll never forget it. Lightning struck, and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. My cats are doing stuff. I don't know if I approve of that, but we're doing stuff. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now. I hope you have a therapist, child. Permanent picture. We cannot use that as proof. After the incident, I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall. So you weren't able to testify about that? No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why Lana she made up the crime. Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence? The prosecutor's office wanted a guilty verdict so badly. Lana forget the evidence, and Mr. Edgeworth used it. Edgeworth? Not my husband, though. Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean. It's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened. Or are we are we gay now? Oh my god. Are we getting back to Maya now? And we're like, ooh, talk to her like past ghost and help us, please. So it's true. Even though he may not have known it, Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence. After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold, like she is today. She must not have been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Emma. Permanent picture! What did you see in the instant that crime occurred? Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. And Nia Marshall was stabbed right in front of his poor girl? She already said that, so yes. I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms. Poor Emma. You've been through so much. I couldn't bring myself to testify. Oh no, I thought this was maybe like the past her, but I couldn't bring myself to testify about that instant. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good. 2 years ago, you must have been 14. 14? Oh my god, I can't talk. 14! That's understandable. Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies and find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way, Lana would never have to forge any. I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. Something puzzling. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma. What is it? You said you were in Lana's office at that time, right? That's right. Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, But he was being chased by a prosecutor? Oh, there is no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day. Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police? Of course! It happened at the police department. He tried to run away through the interview and fled into my sister's office. But why did he run all the way over to your sister's office? Because the detective officer and the questioning room are right across from the elevator. Across from the elevator? But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she? No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. Oh. She was the best in the entire force. What? That's news to me. After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor. Lana used to be a detective? I'd better have another talk with her. Okay. So, I guess we're gonna move. Detention center? I don't know where she is. Detention center visitor's room. Yeah, good, she's here. Lana! Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble. Falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing fools. Why should we? But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty. Believe me, I understand the risks. Lana. Emma told me about you. Oh? About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office. That's right. Could you fill me in on the details, especially about the unusual change of jobs? I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright. They love doing that. Also, I think my alarm will go off now, because I'm supposed to close my windows. So, I'm gonna close the balcony now. So, hey, I'm back. So I don't know why I had no issues with my throat. I start streaming and suddenly I'm like, ooh, kind of hurts. I don't know why, but sometimes I do be like that. Got my tea. I'm still scared that it's too hot, but maybe that will help in a bit. Okay. I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright. Let's talk. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago. Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be. That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? Ugh. I believed in you, Ilana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth. I couldn't be helped, Emma. At that trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is, at 5:15 there was no murderer at the police department. Tell me, it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said about you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Oof. Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us? Emma, this doesn't involve just me. I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so faced before. Detective Lana Sky. It's true. I was a member of a police force 2 years ago. She was amazing. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together. Chief Gant? He was the deputy chief of... he was... God, voices. Lana. He was the deputy chief of police back then, but he still worked for crime scenes. Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be. They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filled. Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now, you're chief prosecutor? What happened? I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was to gain experience investigating crime scenes, so you could use that experience in court, right? Gant helped in the SL9 case, was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of her 2 years ago. Dark investigation. 2 years ago, I was second in command of the detective's investigation. Investigating dark. Second in command? That means the investigation lead was Damon Gant, right? Yes, Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations. We even had the same office? I feel like that's an important detail. They had the same office. So it's not really that maybe like the murderer wanted to go after them, but maybe God? Because he's the like leading position here, like something. We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was Jake Marshall and Angel Starr. It was the first time. Oh God, I really can't talk today. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place. When he tried to murder Emma. Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark. You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of a crime was me. Now you tell us. First one at scene. Damon Gant and Nia Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stage and Dark must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Gant and Marshall let their guard down, then fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself. That's where he found me. So, you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana? It appears so. I was filling some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark. It's a weird position in which they are in. Like, when I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and I smelled blood. 3 bodies? Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who had passed out, and the suspect Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck the final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion, and lay unconscious. What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her. Can't blame her, after all her sister must have gone through. After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest. Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident. That's right. Quite a coincidence, I don't buy it. Ooh! What are you saying? There is no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in the incident. Just by chance. Wow. But that case was solved 2 years ago. At least one person went to the extreme because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall, yes. His action came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely. I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark. Ugh. Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories. That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right? Yes. In the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupied by himself, the chief's office. Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office, the site of a final SL9 murder. Okay, cool. I did not want to do that. I think we're wrong here, but it's okay. No one's here today, not even Miss Starr. Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are. But we proved in court today that on the day of a crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m. Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case. But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty. Hang in there, Lana. Hang in there, Lana. I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. Okay, that was wrong. Not here. Not here. Here, right? Yeah, Okay.
Howdy, Bambina.
Oh, Mr. Marshall.
I never thought I'd turn out this way when I woke up this morning. Que sera. You never know where life will lead you, Bambina. I should know my luck had run out when old Billy tried to up this morning.
Billy?
Must be his pet cactus.
No, don't say that. Oh my god. Oh boy. Say, where are you headed?
Just out of the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner.
But Mr. Marshall, why did you do it?
Why do prosecutors head west?
Oh boy.
If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one.
Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened?
Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today.
Yeah. Okay, I will actually take a little like bomb, like cough drop something. I know I don't have coughs, but sometimes you also help a little bit with with a throat which hurts a little bit. Also, they don't taste bad. Hi. Today, Feeny is here. Doesn't happen often, right? My cutie. Okay, maybe I will also stop a little bit with the voices. Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean, fishy? Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. The murder weapon? You mean that switchblade knife with a broken tip? That was Joe Dark's, alright. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised. A question? The blade of a knife was not a perfect match with a wound the victim sustained. What does that mean? It means there is a good chance the knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased. Ooh. Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence? That case left behind scars on all of us. The scar that the SL9 incident left behind. Prosecutor Marshall. I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together. How old was he, your brother? He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day. Then, highest honor? You mean the King of Prosecutors? I knew it. Well, they're looking at me like that for. That's an honor for a prosecutor. Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother. The day the SL9 incident took place, it wasn't the same day as... That's right. It was the day of the evidence transferal. Indeed interesting. It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered and the evidence locker was empty. Of course. There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Miss Starr was fired and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room. What about Detective Goodman? They did something to him too? The commissioners would get suspicious. No. They were careful enough not to be too obvious. They? Who are you talking about? Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gant and Lana Skye. The investigation led Damon Gant and his second in command, Lana Skye. I think it was lead, not led. There wasn't a reason on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah, Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left. Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Skye was totally different when she was a detective. Now that he mentioned it, Emma said something like that too. Tell me, what happened to my sister? Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago. So, there you have it. Here's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner? It was certainly enlightening. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Demon Gaunt. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today. What did he do there? That really confused me right now. Too bad I won't be around to work with you. When you become a real scientific investigator. Oh, that's kind of cute. Adios, Bambina. Adieu. Okay, we're gonna move. Oops. Nope. I think here, right? Applejack, hey, how are you doing? Okay. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted. That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Oh, if you're looking for others, they're all in the conference room. Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us. With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and the decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth, Not to mention our statements to the media and tomorrow's trial. There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I think festive is the word usually used for those. Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gahn's office. Just use the connection hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor. Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything. Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limit. Wow. Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. Okay. New area. Oh my god. Why? What? How does he have a whole fucking organist, like, apartment, not apartment, in his office? A little bit extra, I would say. I'm trying to look who's there. Like, there's Gaunt, there's Neil Marshall with his trophy, Lana Sky. And is there someone else? I don't know. Wow. Where am I? Apparently in a church. Look at the windows. Oh boy. This is definitely, like, this does not work in a police department, I'm just saying. In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door. Check out the pipe organ. That's real, isn't it? Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. Of course you did. They used to call me Little Miss Bach. Oh boy. I thought I was a genius until they tried teaching me. I never could remember where the sea was. It's not so hard. We summon. It's here, the armor. I feel like that's gonna be important later on. Oh, it's you two. Chief Gaunt. He put that paper he was reading in his desk. Ah, right. Have you been swimming lately? No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too, with Mr. Marshall's misconduct. Another provocative statement. Provocative statement? Sorry. Oh, you mean about the forged evidence? 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. Indeed. See that big picture on the wall over there? And here's the statue. Interesting. It's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. We took it to commemorate our work together. Something's not right with this picture. I can't quite seem to put my finger on it though. Also the red scarf around the armor. Does it still have it? No, it still has it. Huh. Yeah. Anyway, I like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together. Oh! But this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it? That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. All the same, we'd like to have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. I got covered in rain. Shaking all water off. I hope you don't catch a cold. Now, hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend. Okay, so we could not actually investigate, which is interesting. Also, his music still prevails. Doesn't want to leave. Looks like we aren't welcome. It seems that case isn't over with yet. After all. What do you mean? Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there. You mean like a clue? There's got to be a way we can get inside the chief's office. Yeah, probably. But where do we need to go now? Again here? Maybe if we ask real nice? Or Gumshoe? Ha! I called it.
Hey, pal.
Detective Gumshoe, aren't you supposed to be in a meeting?
I'm, just taking a breather. My feet hurt.
Oh. From sitting so long? Ooh, roast.
Actually, from serving everyone coffee.
Oh no. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of a loop.
Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgy?
Edgy? No. Why do you ask?
He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battle between you two in court.
That sounds serious. Oh, hi Hero Flame! How are you? Is it because of what my sister said?
That's basically what all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now, Mr. Edgy has the whole world after his blood.
Yikes forever! How you're doing? Do you remember me? Oh, we're gonna start with that one again. How am I? My throat hurts a little bit, so I don't know, like, I hope we can finish that rather quickly here today. But if not, it's gonna be in the end still like another 2-parter. I hope it's not anymore that long, but for some reasons this one is stretching, like really. So yeah, but we will see. My throat hurts. I don't know why. It did not hurt. I start streaming, it started hurting. But otherwise I'm alright. The week was a little bit stressful. But today and yesterday I was reading a book. It was really good. Really liked it. Definitely like a 5 out of 5 stars. I don't know yet if it's a favorite. It's probably not a favorite of mine, but like it's a 5 out of 5 stars. Really solid. Really happy that I read it. And yeah, so how are you? Shorter stream than usual, huh? We will see. Like, I mean, maybe like I just took like a little cough drop. We will see if it helps. I have a tea, which I'm gonna drink. Maybe it will still like help me. But if not, then yes, maybe a shorter stream. We see. Like, it also depends how long this game still is. Like, let's say if it's manageable to finish it in another, like, let's say 2 hours, we try to finish it. But usually my streams are like 4 to 5 hours long with like Phoenix Wright, and I don't think that I can do that today. Let's talky talk. Edgy's crisis. But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Dana Sky is the guilty party here, isn't she? Regardless, a prosecutor is responsible for the evidence we present in court. Not only that, but as you know, there's been a lot of rumors going around about Edgy. His amazing talent as a prosecutor has kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now, with this, are there really so many people who hate him? In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Disagree with that statement. I feel like those with luck rise to the top. Whether they actually are talented or not does not really matter. Mr. Edgy not only has that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know for making enemies. Is being young part of getting into drama? I feel like a lot of old people also get into drama, so don't know if I agree with that either. I try not to go too hard on the voice acting. Yeah, I won't. I definitely will not change too much my voices, especially not with the dudes. Talent is nothing without putting the effort. I mean, that is also another part of it, right? I feel like... I mean, first of all, what is talent? Talent, isn't it the point where you put in a lot of effort into something, hence you forge your skills in something, and that is kind of a talent, right? Because like to say like, oh, you're born with talent is like kind of bullshit anyways. Like there are really rare cases where it actually maybe applies, like, I don't know, Mozart. But otherwise, usually it's like just, you know, lots of hard work. And yeah, and again, like, in the end, whether or not you succeed in maybe a specific career, it is oftentimes also luck. Just finding the right place, the right time. And there are times where people who are maybe less talented and put less effort in, but they still manage to be more successful than you. The word is in itself pretty controversial nowadays. Well, yeah, like I feel like it just also undermines a lot of like your time which you put into something, right? I mean, we can look at like actually musicians, like classical musicians to clarify, but like oftentimes like let's say like a violinist or a pianist, like you will most of the time not really look at the young people. Sure, there are prodigies, maybe there are like these 5-year-olds who can play amazingly, but like in the end, most of the time, the players who are extremely respected are those who are already like in their 60s, in their 80s, because they had like literally their whole life to work on their skills, to be so amazing in it. Right? But again, like if you're one of them who get like actually looked at, or also are in a position where you can do it your whole life, I mean, who knows? Maybe you get sick, maybe your arm falls off, who knows? There can be so many things where it's like, maybe life is not like giving you or gives you the path that you can go down that road, and you need to find another one. It happens. And yeah. So, anyways, let's continue. Hey, Dick, keep up the good work. Yes, sir. Let's go out for lunch again. Sometimes, my treat. Yes, sir. You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick? Yes, sir. It seems you don't have any problems with enemies. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgy just might crack. Well, like everybody's going to crack under too much pressure. Deep conversation, yeah. It's nice. Also, like, the book I was reading was very deep as well. Like, but we will definitely not talk about these topics in this stream. Or ever on stream, probably. I'm scared drinking my tea. It's probably still very hot. Why must it be always so scary to put tea into, like, a tumbler? Ugh. But with cats, you can't have little mugs. But also, like, I'm not safe enough for normal mugs on my PC. Like, ugh. My computer would die. Actually, I already killed my laptop because of tea, so... And back when I had no cat, so... Yeah, it's better to have tumblers than normal mugs, I guess. SL9 incident. Actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing. He seems generally concerned for Edgy. I mean, they're apparently friends, so it's understandable. Well, did you find out anything? The only evidence Dark left behind was during his final attack. His final attack? You mean when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl? That some girl is in front of you. Me. It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl. That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all. Well, what was it? Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with a murder weapon. Oh, I forgot. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay? And he's like, okay, listen, I'm not taking care of that. You can do the work. His power of recollecting never failed to impress. Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. Might jog his memory. Okay, we first apparently just go with that. Joe Doug was 42, and at the time of a crime, he was just your run-of-the-mill businessman. A businessman? What made him take a serial killer? One day, on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car. With his car? So it was an accident? An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal. I don't know if that happens like that. An animal? He killed a man that witnessed the accident. Then he killed someone else. A kid walked by just then. So, okay, we just keep going. A jogger came up... Okay, stop. A jogger came upon the scene and was killed as well. Finally, he turned himself in. Seems he was a pretty careless animal. Of course. This is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence. So he turned himself in? Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. There's so many things which just confuse me. I mean, Damon Gant is obviously very sassy. But for some reasons, I feel like Neil Marshall is maybe also like a bit shady. Oh, everyone is shady. Ah, God. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily, Dark was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed. That last witness. AKA Emma. So we wanted to show him the murder weapon. Oops. Wait, what? Okay, no. Can I? Oh, I feel like. Oh. Maybe we need to. Present. Okay. Found him. Wait. Found on Mr. Edgeworth's car. Stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Oh, wait, I didn't mean... I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgy. Okay. So, I guess that was all? Do I still need to do something? I'm a little bit confused. I thought... Actually, I took a... His final attack? I mean... I'm a little bit confused. I think it had something to do with a murder weapon. But we can't present it here. Oh, I forgot it. Look at somewhere written here, okay. Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. I did! And nothing did happen. It might jog his memory. No. Once again, unclear constructions. Oh my god. I'm a bit confused. I'm not gonna lie. What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? I'm a bit confused. Once again, thanks to the game. You should try. I did. I mean, they said like I should present him the murder weapon. Or is it this one? Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I showed him the murder weapon of his current case, not of the SL9 incident. About this. Hey, is that? Sorry, I'm sometimes a little bit slow. It has a tag attached to it, with a label SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of. What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker. On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, the assembly disappeared from the locker and was found in Mr. Edgy's car muffler. That's it. Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me. Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again! Okay, now back to talking? Yeah! Okay. This knife, it was Joe Dyer's, wasn't it? That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at. Plus, it had his fingerprints on it too. But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right? That's where the luck ran out. When you take a look at the knife, you'll see it's broken. You don't have to take a look to notice that. Yeah, well, anyway. Take a guess where the broken off piece of a knife was found. That's what did him in. Where was it? Victim, Neil Marshall was carrying it inside his own body. It was found deep inside the stab wound. Did it match Dark's knife? You bet, down to the last fiber. That's pretty conclusive. Neil's autopsy report, switchblade update. A broke tip was found and the victim's body belonged to the murderer Joe Drake. Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know. Can I ask you one more thing? What is it? If it's money, you should ask Chief Gant. It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. The chief's out now, and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay. Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door. What? Really? But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust. Breach of trust? Simply put, I'd be canned. Oof. Oh. Sorry, Belle. I don't plan on getting fired because of you. Totally understandable. How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's. That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died. Oh. So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into the office. I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind. What could change his mind? What could change his mind? Something relating to guns. Oh boy. What has to do with Gant? Or edgy? I mean, we could try and arrow everything. Maybe visit Edgeworth? I think he's not there, is he? Or maybe we do go. We try. Move. Maybe we need to. Oh, yeah, this is right. Move. The High Prosecutor's office. Hello, Edgy. I wonder if Edgy is back yet. There he is. It looks like he's writing something. What? What are you doing here? Ah, he's as angry as always. She was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh? Huh. If I'd had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around, what's another allegation to me? Oh, poor Edgy. Cheer up, Mr. Edgy. I'm rooting for you. That's edgy for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings. So, what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. Let's talk! Forge evidence. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what all breaks down to, and nothing can erase that fact. But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that the evidence was falsified. The people department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department error is my error. My responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. The fact remains that same no matter what excuses I might have. Mr. Edgy. I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Tell me why! Why has it all come to this? Even Edgy can't keep his this kind of emotion bottled up. It's also not good. Also, go to a therapist. Have you seeked out a therapist already? You have like a horrible childhood. Are you up for the trial tomorrow? Huh. First, last year's trial, and now this one. Seems all you do is worry about me. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves. It just means that you like me. But Mr. Edgy, you can't just walk out on the trial. Tomorrow is the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. That's what my superiors are banking on. I bet, oh my god. I bet that's my... Jeez. I never felt that case would come back to haunt me like this. What do you mean? The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. It's only half as long as most lists? That is odd. After Neil Marshall was murdered, it became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at that time. We just saw a picture taken around that time. That picture. Something seems strange about it. Do we need to present the picture to him? Or is it just our evidence? God, today is really not my day with talking. Can you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered. You were participating in a ceremony over the station, right? I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one. Because you were awarded this, right? Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department. You finished up at the office? Yes, just odds and ends. Slerical stuff? Don't know what that is. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back. Take something back? By Gaunt, right? This. Oh yeah, Chief Gaunt asked you to hold on to that, didn't he? Yes. It was a piece of evidence in case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to. That's right. Shashi. Maybe we present the picture? This picture was hanging on the wall in the Chief Gaunt's office. Prosecutor Neil Marshall, he had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy. Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me. Yes? The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. It's a little different than yours. Yes, you're right. I remember now. Remember what? That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There's a story behind its design. A story? Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us? It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award based on. That was very short. This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. Oh boy, here we go. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written in 2 characters. The first means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you heard the story? Me? Sure, everyone knows that. Psst, why don't you tell it though? For Emma's sake. Very well. Chinese lore! Long ago in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. Wait a minute. Those claims contradict each other! Very perceptive, but then again, you've heard the story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, very description of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. And thus, the Chinese word for contradiction was born. I mean, if that's true, that's pretty cool. Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and the broken knife symbolize... Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. And ancient tales ends with the merchants at a loss for words, but it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this. Oh, thanks, Mr. Edgy. I learned something new today. That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield? You'll have to ask Chief Gant. 2 years ago, you had the halberd part of a ward abolished. Chief Gant. King of Prosecutors trophy in my inventory. Are we done? Seems pretty done here. I feel like... Do we have something now which we can show Gumshoe? We can try at least, I guess. Oh! Excuse me! Yeah, thought so. Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef? Miss Starr! I guess she's out of lunches. You certainly have a curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk. Wow, what an example. Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago. Everyone in the trial was involved in the SL9 incident. So not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case was due for transferal. This can't be attributed to mere coincidence. Aren't you forgetting something? You know, the little scene I happened to witness? The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. No matter how much of a past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten. Is Miss Starr's hatred towards Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago. Dark Investigations. Joe Dark. That's a name I'll not soon forget. We trailed him for half a year of overpressure. Still, I don't think I was ever most alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor old Jack Marshall, though, must have been going through hell. You mean because of his brother's death? They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Who's Jake again? I like the dude, okay. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Her? Lana. Lana Sky. My sister? Yeah, they dated. The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course, they were led by the legendary duo. Lana and Chief Gant. After case closed. But the legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigations. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out. You mean with the forging of the evidence? Don't get me wrong, Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious that the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear while other items were kept secret. But you don't have proof anything illegal was done. I'm proof enough of what happened. After that case, all of us, save Goodman, were relieved of our duties. Most without even much of an explanation. Then Lana Sky transferred to prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing's quite as simple as that appeared. Huh? Lana Sky was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter. She was being used? Legendary duo. Damon Gant and Lana Sky. Gant led the investigation with Lana second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, don't they? Damon Gant, magnetism in particular was almost unreal. His magnetism? By that, I mean his ability to attract evidence. He'd produce the most incredible evidence in the case he handled. Incredible evidence? You mean... Oh yes, there were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him though. I take it she's talking about forged evidence. Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated having hated anything crooked and always watched out for other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Mr. Marshall. When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would have ever recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all more infuriating. Miss Starr. That's why. I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that? Being used. Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Yes, thanks to Chief Gunn's powerful influence. Chief. That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, this position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control. And then no one could stand in the way. The prosecutor's office. What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred? If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. But how could he control Lana? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her change, at least. I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Starr. You listen to me, Rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been. I try my best. Okay. So we are going now to police department entrance, I guess. And maybe back to here. Yeah, looks good, looks good. Hopefully. You're back. You're still here? Gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ. You're a DJ as well? If I'm not mistaken, I think he meant desk jockey. Oh, that DJ. God admire your persistency. But But my answer's still no. I'm not letting you into the chief's office, period. It'd be my neck on the line. That office is the last crime scene in the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there. There's got to be something we can do to make the detective change his mind. Maybe I didn't finish the conversation with Edgy. Because we have nothing new, right? But I mean, it doesn't make any sense. We triggered all the conversations here, so... I wonder what he was writing before. Oh, wait. Come on, Wright. I was already like, wait, like there was something on the floor and that wasn't there before, like previously always, so yeah. Come on, Mr. Wright, let's take a look. Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there. Just distract him. Check it out. Seriously? Hey, Edgeworth. Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground. Hold on. First, let me see what the girl's doing crawling around my feet. He didn't even look. Wow. What? Letter of... If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignation. No! Edgy! Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean...
I'm tired, Wright. I feel as if something inside me has died.
But Mr. Edgy, none of it is your fault.
I know the path I walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either. Oh no, I think he's serious.
Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something.
This letter of resignation, I wonder if I can use it for anything.
Letter of resignation, whoop. We just leave him be? Can we talk? Oh, apparently not. Like, oh, you want to resign? Okay, sure. Do what you want to do. Okay. That will definitely help with Gumshoe. Present. Present. What's this crumbled up piece of paper?
No way. Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious. Is he ever not serious? I can't believe they pushed him this far.
Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible. When I first met him, I thought he was as cool as us too. But I know different now. He trusts us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him. Detective. That's it. I've made up my mind. But... Here, take my ID card. We can't do that. If someone found out, we wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report. Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as the Terminated. What? So, at least let me do this, for Mr. Edgeworth's sake. Being a good friend! Woo! Alright, detective. Thank you. Good! So now we can go. Also, I'm gonna turn on my lights. Jeez, it's dark. Oh, I think I summoned a cat. Maybe not. Okay. Nice. Here goes, Mr. Wright. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, pew, beep, beep, pew. Beep, 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 beep. Hi! I did summon a cat. Hallöchen. Hallöchen, Popöchen. Wie geht's, wie steht's? Ja. Ja. Okay. We're in. If anyone finds us now, Detective Gunshoe's a goner. If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. Eeh! Wah! Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. Ozzy! Yeah. She always loves to sniff my water bottles. It's like I have to show her my water bottle to sniff it. Or else I have an unhappy kitty. Oh, she's a cutie. Although I gotta take another cough thingy. It helped a little bit. Sure. I didn't know you could slap a ghost. Detective Gumshoe! What are you doing sneaking up on us like that? I wasn't sneaking. I just worried something might go wrong. So I came too. If you're here, then what's the point in giving us your ID card? Hey, don't do that to my card. I hardly ever get a chance to come in here. So I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now. Go, team! You really do want to get fired, don't you? No, if we're lucky. Now, come on. Let's see what we can find out. I've got a bad feeling about this. Okay, we still talk to him. The desk on the other side of a room. Was that your sister's? Yes, that's where I was waiting for Lana. On that day, 2 years ago. Is anyone using it now? No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gunn's office now. He practices a strict police of preserving the crime scene. That's a strange reason to leave it there. He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us to himself at our New Year party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at that time. I see. So ever since Lana left, no one ever touched the desk? No one except Chief Gunn and the cleaning lady who's in here each morning. Still 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining. Chief Gunn. Can I ask you something? Sure. You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes. I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it? Why do you ask? You don't think... Nah. You wouldn't be... No. No, there's no way, never mind. Don't worry about it. Okay, now then. Let's look around a bit more. Hey, hold on. Not so fast, buddy. Huh? What is it? When someone tells you, don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal. That's actually true. You don't just let it go at that. Sorry, this guy's starting to get on my nerves. Okay, so what's bothering you? You two don't think Chief Gunn might be a suspect, do you? What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think about him? Chief Gunn. So it's finally come to this. What do I think about him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings yet. There you go, ignoring me again. Sorry. No. Examine. Here it is. This is the real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons. Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for imitations. First the pipe organ, now this armor. Do you know how many taxpayers' dollars must have gone into this room? What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent on my taxes. You don't have any taxes to pay. Shh. Be careful what you say. Who knows, the chief may be hiding in this armor as well we speak. I don't think he'd fit in there. Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out. Cut it out. You guys don't know how scary that guy can be. I believe you, dude. This is a save, isn't it? Save. That word is ripe with intrigue. Intrigue? Oh, okay, if you say so. It looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel to open it. We have no code. 7-digit number. I think I might know what it is. Wait, we do? It could be his ID, but we don't have the ID of him. Also 777777777. I mean, I'm scared that I do something wrong. I kind of want to try it out. Do you know what it is? I have a hunch. Oh, I know. You want to try my birthday? It's... I have a better idea. Here goes nothing. Okay. Oh. I was right. I was right. Love it. Bingo. What number did you enter? Whose birthday was that, pal? 777777. Final ID card number on that record. What? The number of a mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day. You mean 77777777? That ID number? I think you're 17 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. The Chief Gun's ID number. Say, anyone care to look inside? Examine. Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away? Look, it's a... Oh. A shard from a broken cup. It somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? There's something else in here too. Oh. What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth. This is a handprint, isn't it? Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think the chief made up the design? Is it Niels? I don't think so. Oh, well, it was just a thought. Is that it? This is all that was on the safe? Apparently so. It's empty now. A piece of cloth with a handprint on it. And a broken shard from a cup. They look like pieces of evidence. Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I just let you take. I can't just let you. Wow. You can't take a man. After all, it's my neck on the line here. Great. Now I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two items related to the SL9 incident? Come on. There got to be something we can show the detective. Oh, yeah. So first this. Oh. Wait, what? Ah, present. Present. Detective Gumshoe. Could you have another look at this jar? I remember when the three of us put that bag together. Those were the days. It's kind of early to be nostalgic. Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case? That's right. One of the shards had an SL9 incident sticker on it. Doesn't this ring any bells? You know that fragment we just found? You mean this one? That was in the safe? Yes, that one. That was in the safe. Ugh. Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits. Sample fragments. Here, let me see that chart. I take a crack at this. Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do. Mr. Wright, here's some glue. If I can piece this together again, I prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes. Maybe I shouldn't have done it? No. Like this. Oh, no. Yeah. There. It fits like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gans willingly and knowingly hid a piece of his jar in his safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. But... Hey guys, get a load of this. What is it? This piece you just attached is different from the others. There's a reddish line on it. A reddish line. It's blood. I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe? Unstable jar. Updated. I just gonna safe just to be safe. Okay. Do we need to present something else? For the cloth? Because there I really don't have an idea. Cloth with handprint. Cloth with handprint. Maybe this. I can't believe Officer Marshall would do something like that. You know Officer Marshall? Of course I do. He was like a mentor to me. When I first started out, he even gave me a small cactus. Really? He said, Dick, she'll listen to all your trouble. Note to self, Detective Gumshoe talks to a cactus. Oh boy. Hard to believe. He's just a patrolman now. Someone ought to trade places with him. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Okay, so it was not this. Maybe we can just swipe the fingerprints? Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to have a look at this. Hey, I know what that is. So you want to take some fingerprints? That's a great idea. All right, go to town. Sheesh. What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that? Go ahead, take my fingerprints. It's not your fingerprints we want to take. Huh? Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found in the safe. Oh, I knew that. The one with a hand print on it, right? Sheesh! Where's your sense of humor? Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Then, once they've been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away. What are you, my mom? I don't have to be told a million times. Alright, let's get this over with. Wait, how does it work again? Oh! Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. God. Okay. The scuff is real. Okay, how do you dust? Why can't you also tell me what do I need to press? Enter. No, but it doesn't work. Oh god. No! What do I need to smash? Oh, we need to go for the fingerprints. Okay, now I get it. Okay. Low. And here we go. Low. No, that's not him. No. It's us! But what? No. How can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here? Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints are they? It seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match. Oh, that's too bad. I thought they would be Dark's prints. Psst. Hey you, over here. What's going on here? What are that kid's prints doing inside that chief safe? Well, this was a backfire. Yeah, kinda. Should I have not done that? I saved, it's okay. Don't ask me. Just keep this information from Emma for now. Ugh. Yeah, maybe you should hold on to this. Okay. So now we just kind of examine the rest of it, right? I feel like we did the most important things, at least on his desk. The chief's organ sure is a sight to behold. Occasionally, we hear him saying it from the criminal affairs department. It's on the 2nd floor, and this is the 15th floor, oh my god, of an entirely different building. What a detective screws up, the chief calls them to this office and makes them listen to the organ for hours. What's so bad about that? Music soothes us all. After that, the detective can't hear anything for days, except for the ringing in their ears. So it's an instrument of punishment, literally. But aren't the chief's ears affected? He never listens to anyone anyway. That's besides the point. But they said like he was hiding something in his desk. Wow, look at the size of the chief's grand desk. Speaking of that, when we were here earlier. Yeah, that was what I was saying. I wonder what he was reading. Looks like a list of evidence. A list of evidence? In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this though. Hey, look at the case name! Huh? SL9 incident. I wonder what this is doing here. Hold on, detective! What did you just say? I said I wonder what... No, about evidence lists. Normally it's twice as long? That's right, I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence. A half-sized list of evidence. The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. What would the other half of a list be doing here? I knew it! The chief must be hiding something about that case. It would appear so. Evidence list added to the court record. Well, was I any help? Of course! Thanks for your ID card. We were able to get some hard evidence. Oh my god, did we... I didn't even check everything yet. No? That's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he wouldn't have been useless. Isn't that right, you in the coat? Chief Gant. We didn't think you'd be back so soon. Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in science. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then I thought of a certain detective. Do you mean me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave. Yes, sir. Sorry. And you in the coat? Me, sir? Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore. But, sir... Now get out. Yes, sir. We'll be out of our way too now. Wait. You're the one without the You're the one without the spiky hair? Don't go yet. Wait, what? Me, sir? I'd like a word with you. But sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigation yet. You with the spiky hair, you're free to go. Mr. Wright? I would have not let her be. Look, pal. If I told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief office is off limit. But no, you had to go sneaking in there. Like that, didn't you? I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired. Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like that, I never would say it. When I see the evidence Chief Gunn was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. But why has he kept eerily silent about all this time? Anyway, listen to me. I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the chief again. Later, pal. Okay. After that, I heard from Emma. She said that the police wanted to ask her some questions. So she'll be busy for the rest of the day. Okay. Is it the last spot? I see. So the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning. A lot of people are silent about things in this game. I don't really know how you mean that. Like, what are you referring to? It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. Wow, this is Phoenix. Ah! I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. But I've already told you all I can. What you've told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Ooh, really. I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I finally figured it out. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words. Huh. Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous.
Ugh.
It seems Atrof was right. Atrof? Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe. Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of her story. Wait, what? Wait. But that is like a conversation topic. Like, why have you been keeping quiet, I guess? I'm so confused. I'm gonna save. Sure, why not? Keeping quiet? I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there are no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual. What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say. So you think I'm protecting this person? Protecting? No. I think afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence. For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, who, may I ask, is this person you're speaking of? The one I'm supposedly so frightened of. I mean, yeah, Gant. I mean, there's literally no one else who has a higher position than her of other people, so... Gant. Or, like this. Sure. Take that! Well, Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, you are addressing the chief prosecutor. Do not forget your place. I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans. My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more about what you think you know? Damon Gaunt. We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he is respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? His crimes? Both you and Atrof will be... Oh my god, my cat is in front of there. Will be... brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Yeah, you're really cute. I know that. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence. No. Of course. These are serious offenses. Why is it, though? The Chief Gaunt's name was never mentioned. Chief Gaunt? Atrof didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with the evidence was... me. I have access because I was second in command of that investigation. Yes, you, but also one other, Damon Gaunt. If you intend to accuse Chief Gaunt, you need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gaunt falsified evidence in that case. Are we talking about the SL9 incident or about the current case? I just found this in a safe in the chief's office. This jar piece and this piece of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SL9 incident. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gaunt himself. Now tell me, why are you taking over blame for him? Touché, Mr. Wright. It's all your service. I cannot disobey the chief's order, even if it means being found guilty for murder. Why not? Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate in the murder of Detective Goodman. Or perhaps I should say, follow orders. Yes, that's more accurate than cooperate. Orders. Although I can't tell you details, I can say that I was given an order that day. I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car. Just as I suspected. Despite what everyone believes, you were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman. Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk lock was broken, and I discovered that murder weapon while inspecting the body. The murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's knife? No. When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it. The knife from the SL9 incident. Serial killer Joe Dark's knife. I couldn't just leave that knife in him, so I took it out and stabbed him with another knife. That would be Edgeworth's knife. That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand. And that is the reason for the bandage on your right hand. Yes, it seems that I got blood on the victim's shoes as well. And then she saw me just as I plunged the knife in. Miss Starr, Why did you need to hide Dark's knife so badly? Dark's knife. It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that, by whatever means possible. So, you did Dark's knife? You hid a weapon used to stab a detective was evidence in the Joe Dark case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with that. So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it in Edgeworth's exhaust pipe. Right. Then I called my sister to tell her what happened and to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler. You asked Emma? I didn't want anyone to force to know about this. That would explain why Emma is so confident about Lana's innocence. Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day. A bad feeling? The truth is, after I convinced those orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was making a phone call. Phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall. To Marshall? Why on earth would you call him? The lead investigator for the SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden, and I needed help. He was the only person I could trust, or at least I thought I could trust him at that time. However, it seems that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escape, or escapade, I don't know, of his own. Oh, you mean not wanting the case to die? He decided to take things into his own hands. He disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence. He had already stolen the ID card. But it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, my remaining doubts yet must have disappeared. So your phone call caused the incident and the evidence room. This is also weirdly set up as well. Like usually we find all that stuff out during the trial. Now we just have like a combo and that's it. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. But Lana, you've earned my respect, Mr. Wright. Both as a defense attorney and as an investigator. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow. Tomorrow's trial. There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything. Detective Goodman's real murderer. And what happened down in the chief's office 2 years ago. To be continued. Okay, now it's kind of like the question whether we're gonna continue with it or not. Like, or if we continue, like, you know, next time. I'm so unsure. I'm really unsure because I have a feeling it's gonna be a really, really long one. That is at least my feeling, because usually trials, they take around the same time as like the clue finding, right? The investigation part. And we already did 4 hours. And I don't really want to go over 3 hours. So I would actually say we're just gonna save everything. And we're gonna stop for today. And next time we are going to finish this completely. It will only be a trial. It's possible that it's always gonna be a shorter stream, but like again, I feel like I don't really want to go above like another hour necessarily. So yeah, with that, I hope you thought this was interesting and you enjoyed it. And yeah, tomorrow we will see us probably with Frambo. Really excited to play that. I forgot everything about it, so I think we're good to go. That's a good quality of mine. I forget all the stories instantly. I can't remember them. So yeah, so with that, I hope you have a wonderful morning, noon, afternoon, evening or night, and toodaloo!